In the 1960s, America was a different place. It was a time of optimism and growth where the American dream seemed within reach for many. The streets were bustling with life and neighborhoods were filled with the sounds of children playing and families gathering. Families sat down together for home-cooked meals. Dinner time was a cherished ritual, a moment to connect and share stories of the day. The kitchen was the heart of the home, where meals were prepared with love and care. Fresh food was the norm. Markets were brimming with vibrant fruits and vegetables, and people took pride in cooking meals from scratch. The emphasis was on wholesome, nutritious ingredients. Obesity rates were low, around 13%. People were generally more active, walking more and engaging in physical activities. The lifestyle was healthier and it showed in the nation's overall well-being. Today the picture is starkly different. The fast-paced modern lifestyle has led to a reliance on convenience foods. Families are more likely to grab a quick meal on the go rather than sit down together. Over 40% of Americans are obese. The rise in obesity rates is alarming, reflecting a significant shift in dietary habits and lifestyle choices over the decades. How did this happen? The seeds of change were sown after World War II. Industrialization revolutionized food production. Convenience became king, and the food industry began to prioritize efficiency and profit over nutrition. The seeds of change were sown after World War II. Industrialization revolutionized food production. Convenience became king. Out went home-cooked meals, replaced by TV dinners and canned goods. These new food products were marketed as time-savers, perfect for the busy modern family. These processed foods, loaded with salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, became increasingly prevalent. They were cheap, convenient, and had a long shelf life, making them an attractive option for many households. This shift towards processed and convenience foods marked a turning point in the American diet. The traditional diet of fresh, whole foods began to fade away. It was the beginning of a move away from fresh, whole foods towards a diet dominated by cheap, readily available, and ultimately unhealthy options. The impact on public health was profound and far-reaching. This change, subtle at first, would have profound consequences for the nation's health. Over time, the cumulative effects of poor dietary choices have led to a public health crisis, with obesity and related diseases becoming increasingly common. In the 1950s, a new player emerged on the food scene: fast food. This era marked the beginning of a cultural shift in how Americans dined, moving away from home-cooked meals to quick, convenient options. McDonald's, with its golden arches and promise of quick, cheap meals, led the charge. The brand became synonymous with the fast food revolution, setting the standard for others to follow. Fast food restaurants spread like wildfire across the nation, transforming eating habits. The convenience and affordability appealed to a rapidly growing, fast-paced society. Marketing played a key role in this shift. Advertisements showcased the ease and modernity of fast food, making it an attractive option for busy families and individuals. Fast food was positioned as modern and aspirational. It wasn't just about the food, it was about the experience and the lifestyle it represented. Catchy jingles and colorful advertisements, particularly those targeting children, helped create a powerful association between fast food and enjoyment. These marketing strategies were incredibly effective in embedding fast food into the American psyche. But it wasn't just the marketing, the very nature of the food itself began to change. Portion sizes began to grow, a trend dubbed supersizing. This was a strategic move to offer more value for money, but it had unintended consequences. What was once considered a single serving became increasingly larger, encouraging people to consume more calories than they needed. This shift in portion sizes played a significant role in changing dietary habits. This combination of clever marketing and ever-expanding portions created a perfect storm for the rise of obesity. The fast food industry, while providing convenience, also contributed to a public health crisis that continues to challenge society today. The 1970s saw the introduction of a new ingredient: high fructose corn syrup. This cheap, highly processed sweetener infiltrated the food supply. It sweetened sodas, juices, cereals, and even bread. Its low cost made it a favorite of food manufacturers. High fructose corn syrup is linked to a range of health problems, including weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Unlike glucose, which is used by cells for energy, fructose is processed primarily by the liver. This can lead to fat buildup and metabolic dysfunction. The widespread adoption of high fructose corn syrup fueled the rise of sugary drinks and processed foods. It created a nation hooked on sweetness, with devastating consequences for public health. Section 4. A nation on the couch: sedentary lifestyles. As the American diet was undergoing a transformation, so too was its lifestyle. The rise of television, video games, and personal computers led to a more sedentary lifestyle. Children spent less time playing outdoors and more time glued to screens. This decrease in physical activity coupled with an increase in calorie intake from processed foods and sugary drinks, created an imbalance. People were consuming more calories than they were burning, leading to weight gain. This shift towards a more sedentary lifestyle was further exacerbated by the rise of the automobile. Cars replaced walking and cycling, even for short trips. This decrease in daily movement contributed to the growing problem of obesity. Section 5, a call to action, reversing the trend. Today, the statistics paint a bleak picture. The numbers are alarming and continue to rise, showing no signs of slowing down. Over 40% of adults and 20% of children are obese. This is not just a statistic, it represents millions of lives affected by poor health. We are facing an epidemic that threatens to cripple our healthcare system and shorten lifespans. The strain on medical resources is immense, and the emotional toll on families is profound. But it's not too late to turn the tide. There is hope and potential for change if we act now. There is a growing awareness of the need for healthier eating habits. More people are beginning to understand the importance of nutrition and its impact on overall well-being. From promoting fresh food to encouraging home-cooked meals, communities are coming together to support healthier lifestyles. Initiatives are underway to educate people about the importance of a balanced diet. Schools, workplaces, and local organizations are all playing a role in this movement. We need to break free from the cycle of processed food and sedentary lifestyles. This means making conscious choices every day to prioritize our health. We need to reclaim our health, one plate at a time. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish our bodies and set a positive example for future generations. It's time to ask ourselves, what kind of future do we want for ourselves and our children? The decisions we make today will shape the health and happiness of tomorrow. The answer lies in making healthier choices today. By committing to better habits, we can reverse the trend and create a brighter, healthier future for all.